Shout out, shout out. The Connects.
Yes. 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 Welcome everybody to another edition of I'm an Artist, Not a Salesman podcast, episode 005. This is the number cinco episode. I got a special guest with me today. And as you guys know on this show, what we do is we dig deep into your success story, but we don't just look at the glory. We look at all the dirt and stains as well that got you cleaned up to where you are. And I have a special guest today that is ready to share his story and his journey. And it's a powerful story. It's an inspiring story. Good friend of mine, known him for years. And I'm talking about none other than the Honorable Young Airline. Don't know if he still goes after Money Malc, but I know him as Money Malc. But I think it's DSM, $sign Malk.
Right.
Welcome to the building, my brother. Thank you for coming.
Yo, thank you for having me, my brother.
Absolutely. It's been a long time coming, brother. I mean, before you got in here, we were saying, 10 years, 6 years? I think it was last time I saw you.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow. And it feels like we just picked up where we left off.
Yeah.
Like it never, the lapse in time just didn't stop. So that's when you know it's real love.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Hey, man. Well, listen, brother, thank you so much for coming to the show. And listen, I'm going to jump it off the way I jump off every show.
Yeah.
I always ask every guest, first question out my mouth, who is Malk?
Ah, man. That's real complex. Because I'm big DSM, the artist, $sign Malk. And then Malk is a little brother. Malk is a father. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on where I'm at and what hat I got to wear for the day. But today is, Mr. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. There
big DSM in this motherfucker tonight, nigga.
That's
What's
what
shaking?
I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
So you said, a brother, a father, an artist, like all those facets of your life, is that sort of like an inspiration to who you are as an artist?
Absolutely. I'm just a little brainwashed black kid from an urban community.
Now, you say brainwashed. What do you mean by that?
You grow up ignorant and you thinking all the ignorant shit is the cool shit. Like, you kind of want to catch a charge so you could go to Jamesburg as a youth and come home and have a little bit of push-up game and you could talk about your stories. And as you get older, you realize niggas was brainwashing us. That's backwards as hell. Like, you disrespecting females because it's the cool thing to do. So, everything along those guidelines when I say brainwash.
And do you think now, are you brainwashed in a new way, in a more positive way, a more reformed way, as far as that mind state?
I wouldn't say brainwashed in a new way. I'm just going through a unlearning and relearning process.
I got you, brother. And through that process, I mean, it's crazy you say that about, we were just talking before the mics came on about how you had your father was in prison.
Right.
And your close friend Skark was here with us today.
Yeah.
His father was in prison.
Right.
And you thought it was normal for them to know, like, oh, my dad's in jail. It's all good. That's part of the deal. That's like the brainwash effect. Right. And what do you think? Do you think there's a lot of trauma behind that?
Absolutely.
That we don't realize because we're young and we're just trying to be cool and carry guns or drinking alcohol or smoking weed or, de-glorifying women, whatever the case is. Do you think that's just part of the setup?
That's part of the brainwashing.
And where does that come from? I mean, we see where it comes from, but how do we manifest it in our lives? Like, how did you manifest it in your life?
I think it comes from it be generation gaps. So it's like, even if you go like hip hop, you go from like Black Panthers, all that came to an end like the end of the 70s.
Yeah.
But at the end of the 70s, hip hop arrived. So if you look earlier with the like African medallions, the leather medallions, and the Public Enemies, and
Africa
the music had a
Bambaataa,
message. The message. You know what I mean? Melly Mel, like
yes.
It was substance in the music, and then when the crack came, the music reflected the neighborhood. You got young niggas that's 15 with Benzes and jury, and they don't give a fuck about nothing.
They don't. No, it was the effect of the crack era.
About time we get to us in our era. The niggas that we got to look up to is not freedom fighters or, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas with substance. They niggas that's products of the crack era.
Exactly. So it's almost like it's a continuous train. and it's a
Right.
chain. It's an effect. It's a cause and effect, right? So we went through the crack era, which birthed a lot of people that didn't have the fathers in the household.
Right.
And now you're forced. Your mother's working all day. I know my mom was working all day. She wasn't able to watch what I was doing. I was thankful that I had pretty good role models around me. I always hung around with older guys.
Right.
But a lot of my friends were doing stupid things, selling drugs, carrying pistols, but we thought it was cool. And we thought it was cool too because of the music we were listening to.
Right.
But the artist we were listening to was the byproduct of the crack era.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So we were just carrying that torch to be the next artist to talk about all the stuff that we shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean?
So if you look at like in history, if it's like a Medgar Evers or whoever, and then you get the birth of a Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, and then after that you get the Panthers, the Assata Shakurs, and the Huey P. Newtons,
Yes.
the people that stood for shit. And when you wipe them out and give us crack,
we're gonna
you
kill
only
each
left
other.
with a little bit of Jesse Jackson here, a little Al Sharpton here, but
They
there's nobody at
sprinkle.
the forefront.
There's nobody taking the torch from and carrying to be the positive role model.
Right.
Because again, like I said, we're coming from fatherless, places, man. Like our dad's not in the home.
And you mix the crack era with welfare, it's like, all right, well, if you want public assistance, it can't be no man in the house.
Wow, you're throwing me. You my brother and me were just having a conversation about this because we talked about it. We said, oh, you want welfare? You want support? You want finances? You want food stamps? Okay, the father cannot be in the house. 73% of the kids in America today that are from the urban community don't have a father in the household.
Right.
But it's set up that way.
Right.
Because we don't want them to grow and to aspire to be more than just the 4 blocks that they're in that's filled with liquor stores and McDonald's and chicken shacks. And it's sad. It really is. But to put a positive spin on it, you're one of the few that got out.
So far as being brainwashed is just a product of the environment. But I'm the youngest of 6 kids, so my father had me last.
You
So
have
all of
5 brothers and sisters?
Right. I know.
First time I knew that. Wow. God bless. Okay.
So he got it, not like he got it right, but he was able to give me a lot of game. And he was able to articulate it to me in the real way I would get it. Because my first time at the Ritz there to see like Run DMC, the Fat Boys, I was with my pops.
Wow. Yeah, the afro.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Dope,
I had the Flavor Flav clock, the Kango on. Like he was
so dope, man.
He was keeping me looking like the niggas I liked on TV.
That is so dope. So he was your father was a positive role model in your life.
Pretty much.
More or less, 70-30.
He was there. You know what I'm saying? So
he was there.
He was Superman to me.
As is for all our dads. Yeah, for sure.
If you Google him and look at his criminal record, you'll be like, how the fuck would you say this nigga's your role model? But
you didn't know.
I look at it like John Gotti. We know him, we respect him, but to his kids, that's just daddy.
Exactly.
No, I mean, he not in the house being a gangster. He in the house
being a father.
Right. So that's what people be misconstruing and not understanding.
And you put a lot, I see that. I mean, now that you're telling me this, and I mean, I've known you as far as rapping capability. I listened to your music.
Right.
We hung out a couple times. So I kind of know more or less Malk as the artist, but who is Malk as a person? Like lights are off. I mean, not lights are off, but cameras off, not on Instagram, just family day with your daughter or, your kids, whatever the case is. Who is that person? And who did you emulate to be like? Was it your father? Was it your mother? You know what I mean?
It's like a mixture of both. Cause I'm like goofy and silly. Like my mother, like we got jokes for days. And then it just parts that like, you just got to stand on your moral and principles. And that's the shit that my pops embedded in me. So it'll get misconstrued as this nigga's stubborn or he's selfish, but it's like self-preservation. Like, when that joint dropped down on the plane, they say put it on you first before you even put it on your baby.
Absolutely.
So I just be like, I got to make sure I'm good so I could take care of everybody around me.
And that speaks in your music. Because I mean, obviously I've been a fan, the whole time I've known you. And you've always talked about being honorable.
Right.
You always talked about a lot of friends that are not around anymore because, they just wasn't doing what they were supposed to do as far as loyalty. And you highlight that a lot, so it's actually like something I've noticed. It's like a common theme I've noticed in all your albums is you always talk about that. And, what does loyalty mean to you in that aspect?
It just means that,
because everybody has different definitions of what loyalty means to them. What's your definition of it?
My whole thing is like, music is a journey. So it's like, we all on a mission. It's like, technically, I feel as though you supposed to get rich with the niggas you was poor with. And that don't be everybody mindset. That's why you see niggas like switch clicks or start running with these niggas because they popping. And you got to be humble enough to know when you're not popping. And like Skark with me now.
And that's your day one.
Every video I ever did said directed by Marksman Films.
He was always there.
Like, it be niggas in my DM like, yo, bro, I give you a video on the strength. Like, nah, I'm cool. Like, me and bro doing this because we started this shit together.
And you want to see that grow over time with your day ones. But let me ask you a question to kind of shake that off a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you feel like that's also our defect is wanting to stay loyal to the guys we grew up around and wanting them to have opportunity, but then they poo-poo it or they don't honor it the way you honor it?
Absolutely.
Has that happened to you?
Absolutely.
Can you talk on one thing that happened to you with that?
Just certain situations. Like I moved to Miami. So, you know, I'm out there doing music. The Khaled mixtape. Let's talk about that one.
That was your first mixtape, by the way.
That was like my first
official
mixtape. Like, we gonna make a lot of copies of this shit.
Yeah, I remember. It was the cartoon Malc, cartoon Khaled behind you.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
And when I got tired of the Miami shit and I said I'm coming back, niggas thought I was stupid. Like, damn, bro, you gonna leave? They looking at the glitz and my nigga Skark right here.
Yeah.
Remember, he got in a little jam. He got locked up. I had to pawn my watch to get him out.
Wow.
I ain't have the money, but I looked like I had the money.
Exactly.
And I'm like, nah, fuck that. I want the money. I don't want to look like I got to go home. And we going to get the money.
Word.
And we did that.
Wow. So you stood up when Skark needed you. And have you done that with other people in your crew?
Of course.
Like everybody. Like, have you been the one to post the bail or pay for the bill?
Of course.
Or and do you ask for? I mean, as a leader, does that feel like you want something in return from your crew? Not in monetary value, but maybe in value of sweat equity. You know what I mean? Like, we in this together.
I never felt like I was the leader. I just always felt like I was the most popular.
That's a quote.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a quote right there. Yes.
So you just get the burden of the bullshit because you're the face of it. But I'm not the leader. Nigga, we all grown as men. Like, we gonna sit here and make these decisions together. And then I might have to be the one to go say it, but it might look like I made this executive decision, but it's like, nah.
But it was a partnership. It was a unified front, and that's, you know, I always looked at Skrilla Squad like, wow, you guys used to always be everywhere together. Like, it was a family vibe. I remember going to the green room. This is like circa 2004-ish, and Rado's there, you know, making a beat or writing a rhyme, and G's from Bricks was there.
Right.
Papo the Illest. I can't think of anybody else at the moment, but those were like the three core I remember. Obviously with Skark, but you know, there was always like that family unit. Like, where is Skrilla Squad today?
I still talk to all of them niggas. It's just that my love and passion for this music shit is different from theirs.
Which means
some niggas just throw the towel in. I was watching. You familiar with Ice with Vezo?
No.
It's an underground artist from Detroit, but
No, please explain.
He moving and shaking, he independent.
Right.
And I just watched his Vlad TV interview. And he was just saying, like, he just can't quit. He's like, I don't give a fuck if I only got one fan. Like, I'm putting on for him. And that's just my mindset. Like,
it's your passion.
Yeah, it's not for money. It just, I go live my life and then I'm gonna rap about it. I get pissed off, I'm gonna rap about it. I'm happy, I'm gonna rap about it.
And it's also therapeutic too.
Right. And I like to go back and look at, like, the chapter is like, I remember where I was at mentally when I made Everybody Ain't Happy For You, the project, or Skrilla Season. I remember where I was at. And it's just like time capsules. Because if you listen to the music, it's like, nigga, nobody wear Mavi jeans no more. Like, but we capturing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. And it's crazy. I feel the same way. I listen to my old catalog sometime, and I'm like, what was I thinking?
Right.
Like, why didn't, like, my advisors forewarn me? You know what I mean? But it's growth, right? Yeah. And honestly, man, I mean, what was it called? Trials and Tribulations and Celebrations.
Right.
That to me, and remember, let me give you a little, like, let me put myself out there.
Right.
When I was an artist, I always looked at my peers as competition. And I don't know if that's just a rapper thing. I don't know if you were like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so like, it's like, yo, Malk, yo, you're dope. Yeah, word, let's get this track. But then I'm trying to eat you on the track.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do better than everybody else on the song. And now that I stepped away from music, obviously I'll still write here and there, but I'm not recording.
Right.
But now I'm able to really appreciate the music for what it is because I'm not listening to it from a competitive mind frame.
Mm-hmm.
So when I listened to your new album, I was like, wow, like first of all, the growth
Right.
was amazing. And I want to talk about that. You know, we're going to get into that. But the growth that I hear in you from, I mean, the Khaled mixtape,
Right.
to the, you know, the Skrilla Squad mixtapes, to, you know, all the collection of catalog that you have, to this one here, my personal favorite. I feel like Trials, Tribulations, and Celebrations is possibly maybe your blueprint as far as your catalog.
I could go with that.
And I say that because you touched on so many different things, but yet the growth is, even in the ignorant records, you
Right.
still sound grown.
Right.
You still sound like you've grown up within, you know what I'm saying, like who you are as a person. But the record that stuck out to me the most was All Out of My System.
Right.
And you said this line, and you said, I might go check the homies just to get away from my hood is dangerous and corny.
Right.
And we were just talking about how we thought it was cool growing up and, oh, I got a strap.
Right.
Which we don't know that, you know, now we as a man, you know, you have daughters, you have kids, whatever the case is,
Mm-hmm.
you see that all differently. But at the moment, we thought it was cool. But now, how ironic that you think it's dangerous and corny. What made you write that bar?
I was watching whatever the last documentary is about Suge. And he was basically saying, like, in a Tupac situation, he was a trophy.
I seen that. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So when I go home, I feel like that. Like, bruh, well, I call myself the honorable nigga. I ain't never ran off on a plug. I ain't skunked a nigga. I ain't do nobody dirty. But I know a nigga will harm me if they catch me slipping because I'm a trophy. You feel me? Like,
you're like a prize, basically.
right.
You know, you're it's the name. It's, oh yeah, I robbed this guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I took his chain. You know what I mean? Somebody took your chain, by the way. You said that in the album.
Right. Yeah. I was a kid.
Yeah, how old were you? What was this story about? I'm jumping all over the place.
Yeah, I think I probably was like 18, 19.
And then you brought another chain and a strap.
Right.
So, but isn't that crazy though? How like that was the format. Like,
you know, I'm a Brown Derby side of Midtown nigga. So I feel like I'm in my house when I'm there.
Yes.
At least
yes.
we talking back in those days.
Yes.
So I'm walking to the world's famous Chan's Chinese joint.
Yes.
And that's it. Just walking over the hill, going to the Chinese store. Niggas caught me slipping and made me come up out my shit. And again, it's not trauma. It come with the territory. It's normal. Like, niggas get robbed every day. I didn't feel special. I didn't feel like I'm never coming outside. I feel like I'm going to buy another chain and I'm buying a strap.
But that's also trauma though, no? Because think about
absolutely.
it. If that happened in Westfield or Clark, the parents would call the cops. And the guy that stole the chain would be locked up in 30 minutes. But where we're from, it's almost like disrespect to call the police. Like, no, you handle your handle. You're not getting the police involved. We're going to take care of this on our own. We're going to buy the strap. We're going to buy another chain. If I see you, I see you.
I never seen this nigga before in my life. Really? So it wasn't like, oh, he's from Uptown and I'm going to be at Jersey Girls. I'm going to see this nigga. Like, nah, I never seen that nigga before that day or after that day.
Gotcha. But it was a learning experience for you.
Yeah, because I wasn't being aware of my surroundings because I was in my neighborhood.
So you thought everything was cool, but it really wasn't.
Right.
And that makes you how you are today with the awareness.
Right.
It's like, where am I? Revenge don't got no expiration date.
That's a
fact. So I'm going to make sure my defense is always great.
You could be taking out your recycling, nigga. They catch you slipping.
Yes. And now let me ask you this. Is that like, for you, right?
Yeah.
Is that like a form of PTSD?
I will say yeah.
Like, do you get hyper
anxiety
when you're in certain areas?
Fuck yeah.
You know, like you're looking at people's hands. I do that sometimes. I look at people's hands. I'll see what they're doing with their pockets. I always go to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
All that.
Is that just product of our environment, or is that traumatic experiences we've been through?
I don't know. I feel like it's just part of the environment. But nowadays they just be labeling shit. Like somebody told me, like, yo, you need to go to therapy. And I'm like, yeah, that's like saying you need to eat clean. Like, that shit never ends.
Yeah. It's a process.
You can say everybody in this fucking world need to go to therapy. Just like everybody need to eat clean.
Correct.
So, people be trying to manipulate you and push their narrative on you like, oh yeah, you a fucked up nigga. You need therapy. Like, bitch, you need therapy.
That's
And
projection.
you're a great person.
Yeah,
like,
it's projection. Yeah,
you
yeah.
feel me?
It's like arguing about religion. Like,
Right.
you can't tell me Christianity versus Muslim versus Catholic. Like, you'll be here forever just bumping heads.
I go through that.
You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
your name's Malcolm. You don't eat pork. Are you Muslim? Like, nigga, in the Bible it says don't eat pig too. Y'all niggas just skip that part.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what
so
I'm saying? Like-
so it's like you could just do this all the time.
Right.
But like the point, have you ever been to therapy?
Nah.
Have
So
you
I
ever
can't knock it till I try it.
have you ever thought about it?
Nah.
Do you feel like there's like certain things from your past or from your childhood that you play out as an adult now, or like do you feel like you're aware of it before it happens?
I feel like I'm aware of it before it happens, but I could be 700% wrong. You know, we all fans of the culture, so you tap into the Breakfast Club, and Charlemagne really harps on like
Yeah.
going to therapy, and now the culture seems to be grasping on therapy. Black men need therapy. Like, nigga, that shit is an opinion. That's not a fact.
It's not a fact. I'll be honest, and I say that from my own experience. I've gone to therapy. I go to therapy, but I'm also a believer that you have to be doing it for a reason. Like,
Right.
that's like, it's like going to a club and not dancing. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, no, you go to a club to enjoy yourself. Don't just go to the club to say you're going to the club. So with therapy, I feel it's the same way. Like, if you're not ready to face whatever that is, you don't need to be going to therapy. You know what I mean? But I feel like the narrative they push today is you got to go to therapy. You got to go to therapy. You got to go to therapy. And I do it, but it might not be for everybody. For me, I can say that it's helped me a lot in my journey.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're doing stupid, ridiculous things, then maybe you got to reevaluate
I think
that. You know,
every human being is different, of course, and some are more fragile than others, and some need things like therapy. Some need things like religion. You know what I'm saying? I got people that feel like they're better people when they're like following something that they have faith in. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
understand,
we
yeah.
see that happen. Like, we wouldn't have got Malcolm X if he wouldn't have got a religion that he had faith in.
agree. Totally
So-
agree.
If
And-
somebody gonna go to therapy and it makes them better, I'm all with it.
So what do you what helps Malk wake up every morning and gives you that peace of mind and that grace every day?
My surroundings, like where I come from. And I don't glorify it or I don't harp. Like, you know where I come from.
Absolutely.
We come
yeah.
from the same shit. So it's just like, I own my house, nigga. My interest rate's pretty cool. I smell like bond number 9 right now
Word.
as we speak. Like, shit is cool. Like, it could always be way more fucked up or way more better, but I just feel like I'm blessed. Like, my motor skills is good. I could breathe. Like, I ain't losing close homies. I got mad niggas that are not in my inner circle, but they
Yeah.
still my niggas.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they lost their best friend. Like, I hit my best friend, whatever. He here with me right now. Like, so I'm super blessed. But on the flip side, it's like, damn, both of my parents gone. He got both of his. So I be hating on when it comes to that.
And you know, you bring that up, and I think I even hit you up when this record came out, Cry in the Car.
Right.
And I remember hitting you up and saying, brother, I think this is my favorite record of all time that you ever made.
Right.
And not because of the shock value of the title, but the vulnerability that I saw in you, because, you know, you were rapping before me. So when I saw you doing it in Elizabeth, I was like, man, this guy got it figured out, you know, but I never saw a chink in your armor.
Right.
I never saw you sweat. I always saw you being cool, chains, jewelry, women, liquor, etc. But to see you on that record being so vulnerable, man, in your space, it made me look at you as a person for the first time and not just an artist. I would listen to your music and be like, oh, that's Malk the artist.
Right.
But that record in particular, when I first heard it, I was like, wow, he actually has feelings. And that's not a knock on you.
Nah, I get
You know
it.
what I mean? Because what you were saying, a lot of people that were in your position need to hear, you know? And it was, I mean, the rawness of the record. My mom dead, my dad, my mom dead, my dad dead, my sister, I wish I can get her legs. I believe that was like the,
Right.
you know, if I,
You're right.
and what was that, what were the feelings behind that when you were writing that record?
Yo, so I said I was gonna make a song called "Cry in the Car."
Uh-huh.
I was watching Friday, and when they was like, he gonna cry in the car. Like, it was
That's what I
funny.
thought about too when I
You feel
first
me?
heard the name of the song. Yeah.
And then when I got that beat from
Who made that beat?
my nigga Ray Rock,
That
So,
beat is fire flames.
Crate Kings, who else?
Oof. That beat is Money in the Bank, but go ahead.
And then I'm just vibing to the beat, and I'm just like, I be going through my phone because like I do stupid shit. Like I got a section in my phone where it just say spots to eat at. And niggas hit me like, yo, bro, I'm in New Orleans. Where should I go eat? And then I just go through my list like this. You know, yo, I'm in Detroit with this.
That's how my brother-in-law is.
Like I just like I think of some cool shit and I just write it in my phone like captions. Like I'm gonna use that for a caption later. Like it's kind of too corny to put in a rap, but
Right.
I'm gonna use it for a
use
caption.
it for a caption. Word.
And I do song titles. I don't have no beat for it, no nothing. I just like Cry in the Car was a song title.
So that's your process when it comes to songs.
Yeah.
You make them like books first, titles, and then you work on.
Right.
Okay. So you had the title.
And
watching Friday.
I came across that beat and I just was like going through the joints like, yeah, this would be a perfect Cry in the Car joint. Like, because before I thought of the raps, I said what I say when they come on. Like,
exactly. And then your process for doing. I never asked you this. Do you write your lyrics?
Yeah, I write all my shit on my phone.
You write all yourself. Okay. So what was that writing session like? Like getting those feelings out of pain or whatever the case is, like to for the world to hear. Like,
so it was like I felt like it was time. Like I'm happy it hit you like that, and you felt like, damn, this nigga is human. He normal.
Word.
Because my whole theory behind that was like intentional. Like I feel like the Khaled mixtapes was like me just young and talking my shit. The Skrilla Squad era was me like I barely even thought about the shit I was rapping about. I just write it so fast and record it because it wasn't about me. It was about my niggas.
You were selfless.
I wanted all the niggas' verses to be better than mine because I was already in the situation. Like
exactly,
it wasn't going to benefit me to be bodying them niggas on every song.
Absolutely, yeah.
And this situation, it was like reflecting on the past. Like I would look at Eminem, and it's like I really didn't want to hear no more of his shit. And not even him. A lot of artists, like I feel like they give you their story too early. So by the time you get to this third album, it's
there's
like
nothing to talk about.
It's nothing for you to talk about.
Yeah.
So I'll give you all the frivolous shit. We throwing money. We fucking with the hoes. We this.
Yeah.
And I never let you know who I am. And I feel like, all right, now it's time to let these niggas know who I am because I ain't gonna be doing this shit much longer. It ain't go how I probably thought it would go. So fuck it. Let me open the curtains, lift the blinds up, let niggas see him real quick.
And you know, it's funny you say the frivolous stuff, the money and the clothes, because like I think about artists like Jay-Z, right? Mm-hmm. When he talks about "You Must Love Me" when he shoots his brother, and he gave you little anecdotes here, but he never went fully in until like 444. And then I think about you, it's like I don't think you ever even gave anecdotes. You were just like closed off. Was that fear of being judged?
Nah, it was the era we was from. Like you ain't hear kissing Styles and them. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I got bars. Nigga, like I rap. My personal business is my personal business. It wasn't until like Instagram came and then like the next generation came out with emo rap, air quotes, emo rap.
Emo rap, yes.
And I was like, oh, it's cool to really like say, all right, cool. Like,
I see what you're saying.
It's not for me, but I think it's cool. And then I just got to a point where I was like, all right, man, fuck it. I'm going to start putting my shit out here.
Do you feel like when you make a record like Cry in the Car or even a record like Out of My System, and I don't know if you're doing this unconsciously or if you're doing it with a direct purpose, but are you trying to reach somebody out there that needs to hear this?
Not at all.
Is it, or is it just your thoughts? You're cleansing. So it's for you. It's for you.
Yeah, it's just for me. Like,
and if somebody hears it and they feel inspired or they feel changed by it, it's a bonus.
It's really for me and my niggas, because when I say this shit, like this nigga hit me laugh, like, yo, I remember that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know me in real life. I got people that I'm cool on the gram that I've never seen them in real life. I don't know what they smell like. We never high five, but they fuck with me. We kick it, and they be like, damn, yo, you mad weird. Like, other niggas be on some too cool shit. Like, you really be hollering at me. Like, and it's just like,
real dude.
People be getting the music fucked up. Like, I'm never Money Malc when I'm with Lou Guz. I'm not with you with shades on and my jewelry on and I'm acting all too cool. Like, nigga, what's up? Where you at? You mean you at the pizza spot?
Yeah.
I bet. And that's how all my relationships came, like, being outside.
And it was always, we're going to get to the outside in a minute, but it was always that authentic feel when I would hang out with you. Like, even when I told you we met at the pizzeria that day and, you know, I had a dope record that I was working on. You was already moving with Dwayne Wade. And I remember telling Clap, I'm like, yo, this guy's actually not like an industry person. like we actually had a conversation. We broke bread together. We ate a slice of pizza and we talked. And it was kind of refreshing because, you know, you meet so many people from different walks of life in the music business. And it just feels like they got no soul. Do you feel that way about the music game? Like even to this day, like are you mad at it more than you're, happy with it?
I feel like a lot of niggas don't be who like they say they are. And it's like, I try to be who I say I am. But like you said, who is Malk? I'm a lot of different niggas depending on the environment. Like I know how to conduct myself when we gotta go to a PTA meeting at the school. Like, I hate niggas like, nah, yo, you feel me? Like, cause you feel me? Like, nah, me,
You're an
my
adult.
nigga, are
Yeah.
you dumb? Like, that's how I be looking at niggas. Like, yo. And it's like, nigga, you do other things. We're not gonna be making music forever.
Right.
So I be trying to make friends on this journey. Like, I'm blessed to feel like wherever I touch down at, I can hit a nigga. And 9 times out of 10, our relationship came through music.
And it's solid
And
relationships.
it's solid. Like, it ain't solid like a nigga still fuck your girl, but like you ain't scark, so I ain't tripping. Like, if you try to
Exactly,
fuck my
yeah.
girl, like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
But if you
exactly.
like niggas in a circle, it's like, nah,
It's
that's
a
a
whole different
violation.
It's a violation. Exactly.
But that's another form of us being brainwashed. A nigga come home from jail, you'll give him 100, 200 singles to throw and buy him a bottle and welcome him home. But if you see that nigga outside and he say he need to get a phone, and you gonna be like, man, you bugging, I ain't got it. But you about this nigga 7 shots.
But it's like the crabs in the bucket mentality, right?
It's just
Like we got to keep each other down. But why? Why can't we
I don't
uplift
know.
each other, man? Like why can't we work together for a common goal? Why does it always have to be I'm gonna step on your knee to get to the top or step on your head? So where is the disconnect? You know what I mean?
I
Like,
don't know. Cause like I'm guilty of it. But a nigga never asked me to do something for him. Like,
right.
I had, you moving around, you got these cars and shit, niggas like, yo, bro, you could just get me 100 grams. Like, nigga, I am making music.
Yes,
we
like,
is not
we
in
do
the
not
streets
sell
no
drugs.
more.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you a verse. Like,
For real.
What? You want to get some merch? I got E&J printing on deck. I'll get you 2 dozen tees. You could go sell that, but don't fucking involve me in shit that we done outgrown a long time ago.
Do you feel like you outgrown a lot of your peers?
I do feel like that, but I don't act like that. It's like I don't curve niggas. Like, nigga DM me, I hit him back. Nigga hit my phone. If I'm busy, I call him back. But ain't no reason for us to hang out. Like,
but that's my question. Like, let's say a good friend from back in the day, and you guys are just on 2 separate paths.
Yeah.
Can you still hang out with that person?
Nah, because I got trust issues.
Another song on the album, great record. Yes.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm thinking it's my man from back in the day, and he looking at me like he gonna line me up because he fucked up.
Wow. So hold on. So you really think he will kill you to get ahead?
I won't put it past him. Because
childhood friend or acquaintances?
Both.
Wow.
Bitches. Like, you could have been my love of my life in 2010. It's 2021, nigga. You could have fucked with 2 other niggas that mentally fucked you up, and now you're not that same person no more.
Do you think there's a lot of envy too? Like, oh, Malk's doing his thing, but they don't see Malk the father, Malk the businessman, Malk the rapper. They see Malk the rapper.
They see what I showed them on Instagram.
Yeah, they don't see everything else. Like, I deal with that too. Like, oh, I need such and such money. I'm like, I gotta sell a lot of fences.
Like, yo, I got
what I'm saying?
I got a 1-year-old nigga. Like,
yeah.
What do you want me like post my phone up and go live and like change his diaper? So they're like, oh, that nigga's a dad. Like, that ain't none of your fucking business.
Exactly, man. But they
tapped into $sign Malk. Like, Malcolm, my whole government name does not have Instagram, does not have social media. So what go on in that nigga life ain't none of your business.
Yeah, you keep it private to a certain extent. Like and I feel that's a good thing to do. Like even me, like I'm not rapping no more, but in my social media, I try to keep as many things private as possible because you don't want to give out too much. And then, it's okay to be vulnerable on a record,
right?
Or go to therapy, but you don't want to be to the point where everybody knows, what color your carpet is in your house.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people give too much of that and then you get set up.
It happens.
It happened to me. This was maybe 9 years ago, 8 years ago when Instagram first came out. I put up a knot of money in my hand. I got one DM ASAP. Yo, I'm doing bad. I wanted to know if I can borrow. You might know him too. I don't want to blow his spot up though. He's a singer.
Fuck it, do it. Nah, don't do that.
He's a good guy, bro. He's a very nice guy. I believe he's a Christian now, but he got in my DM and he asked me for like $50 to get his medicine pills or whatever. And since that day, I stopped putting money on social media. That was like 8 years ago. And it's sad though that it's like everyone's an opportunist.
Mhm.
Can you smell an opportunist a mile away? How do you deter him?
2 feet away, like 2 feet away, 2 football fields away. Like it's just like I have the way my circle works is like you in it or you out of it, right? If you in it, you could get anything I got
Full access.
full access to me or whatever I got access to. If you out of it, it's like by convenience. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna keep you in mind if such and such don't. All right, cool. So I go to games. My brother,
Yeah.
get me a ticket. My daughter a ticket. It's like clockwork. Like nigga, these for you and my niece. My daughter never wants to go. I rotate the ticket. Yo, bro, you want to go? Yo, bro, you want to go? And
That's
then niggas
love.
will
Yeah,
see
yeah, yeah.
so many niggas there that they think I could just take 25 niggas when I feel like it. And it don't work like that. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
people overstep boundaries.
and it's like, I fuck with you. And if he don't want to go and bro don't want to go, I'm going to hit homeboy that asked me 3 weeks ago. And then he going to like, yo, I need 5 tickets. And then it's like, you lucky I don't block you. Like,
No, seriously, because people take advantage. That happened to me today. My brother Hector hit me up. He's like, yo, I got 4 tickets to the game on Sunday,
you just
Yankee
gonna blast
Stadium.
Hector, you gonna mute that? You
Nah,
gonna mute that like in the when you edit? Like,
nah, he's all good with this.
all right, cool.
Yeah, he hit me up and he's like, first thing that came out of his mouth, you want to invite your brother, you want to invite your father, you want to invite your brother-in-law. That's where the circle stops. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He wasn't like, yo, ask your next door neighbor, ask the guy that I check out at ShopRite with. Nah, he's like, dude, we already have our tight knit circle. And that's the same thing with you. It's like, even me, I know you. I would never ask you for, I think one time, like 10 years ago, I asked you for, yo, what's up? I see you at the Jets game. You know what I'm saying? But right now, knowing who we are as grown men, I'm not going to bother Malk with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
some
like-
people have no rhyme or reason as to why they do things.
And you gotta know when. All right, cool. So it's like, I get a suite. MetLife.
You got to know that's the time.
Summer Jam's there.
Gotcha.
I hit all my niggas. I tell them to get their kids, and we taking the kids to Summer Jam, but we gonna be in the suite. So we not out there with the ratchets, all the weed, because you know what I mean, we on parent
And
time.
you got
but
family. You got family with
we
you.
gonna
Yeah.
vibe and we gonna be bent, but it's for our kids.
Yeah, because it's like you said, I know how to act in a PTA meeting, and I know how to act when I'm here, et cetera, et cetera.
Right,
Is Todd Bowles your brother?
right.
Is he really? I never knew that, bro.
Yeah.
What the heck? This is like news to me, bro.
Why?
Super Bowl champion, crazy official coach. Like, I never knew that, dude.
Because our relationship ain't based off of, yo, you know who my brother is?
Yeah, no, but
Like-
dude, I honestly put that together when you just said that earlier in the interview. Yeah, can you hit your brother? And I was like, wait a minute, Todd Bowles' his brother. I
Yeah.
never even thought of it like that.
You know my whole name, nigga.
I know. I didn't think it just hit me. Seriously, bro. That must be proud of you. I mean, how'd you feel when when the team won the Super Bowl last year?
I was happy for him.
I mean, because
Like,
it's like you win as well.
no, I don't get a
Yeah,
bonus.
no,
nigga.
you don't get a bonus, but
nah.
I mean, what are those feelings like,
it's
man?
just happy and a proud moment to see my brother because I know he loved this shit and he'll do it for free.
Wow, man.
So to see you reap the benefits of the hard work, that nigga leave out the house 4 a.m. He don't come
Oh, I
back to 9 at night.
I believe
every
it,
day.
man. And you got to be great at that
It's
at that
every
level.
day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
niggas got a away game. He trying to get a nap on the flight. Nigga sitting next to him. Hey, coach, so what you think? And then it's a revolving seat. Like, it just don't stop.
it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop.
This nigga got a DUI. Damn, you eating dinner, he got to bounce. This nigga got in a fight, beat his wife up. I'll be right back. Like, it just,
Oh my God.
it's like you a coach, you a father,
You're always on the clock.
right. And then we got a big family, so everybody always, my phone off, short on the rent. It just don't stop.
There's
So-
always something. There's
so
always
unless
something.
he like, hey, yo, bro, we playing such and such, you want to go to the game? Yeah, I'll pull up. Other than that, I'm not asking because it's like if you just spent $2 million and they like, yo, Lou, you got $3? You like, God damn,
like,
bro.
seriously, bro?
To them,
But-
I just asked the nigga for $3, but to you, it's like, nigga, I just spent $2 million today. Like, what the fuck?
Well, they don't understand the stressors that come with that. That's the problem. It goes
Yeah.
back. It goes back. And isn't it always the people that ask for something that don't really understand the stress that comes behind it?
Nobody cares.
Because I've known you forever and you've never asked me for a favor.
Yo,
You see what I'm saying?
It's coming though. After this shit go off, nigga.
Secure
You
the
know what I mean?
fence alert.
Yeah. When this shit go off, nigga, nah.
Nah, brother, it's fam. Don't even
But
worry
it's
about
like,
it, man.
you know-
But I feel you, man. And it's crazy because seeing your brother's success, right? With the Tampa Bay Bucks. Does that motivate you to go even harder in what you're doing?
Nah.
No?
I don't even like football.
No, but I mean in your realm.
No. I'm just
you know what I
saying.
mean?
So it's like
I don't even like football.
it's
Probably busting his brother's chops.
nah. He know
That play sucked.
He know. Nah, we don't even talk football.
Yeah, it's
That's
more
why I think
like
he likes talking to me.
because you're kind of like a decompressor
Like,
for him.
yo, what Brady smell like? That nigga, he wear Creed? Like, we don't fucking talk about none of that shit. Like,
Stop, bro.
you feel
Stop.
me? Like,
Somebody.
hey, yo, you seen Queen of the South? Yo, you caught up on that? Yo, you check out Raising Canaan? Like, yo, we busy as hell, but we got a bye week. Then I'm gonna catch up on Queen of the South, and then, yo, you seen the NCIS when it's such and such happened? Like, that's what our convos be like.
No, I get because they go through a lot. They go through a lot. I mean, I listen to sports radio a lot. When he was coaching the Jets, they used to try to get him, and he kept his composure the whole time through the whole interview.
I'm glad you brought that nigga up because you see where it come from my father. Like,
So
you ain't never
that's
seen
where
him out of pocket.
I never seen you out of pocket.
But I'm just saying, he be on TV. He go through a lot more shit than me.
Yeah,
like, he's never out of pocket. Like,
it's like that smooth. You don't even sweat. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like that's that smooth criminal. I don't want to say criminal, but a smooth demeanor that you and your brothers have. You know what I'm saying?
Because if I lose my cool or not, it's not going to change the situation. So it's like, why give these niggas the satisfaction of seeing me all out of pocket
and pulling your card?
Yeah, and now I'm a meme and shit because I look goofy. Like,
and that
we gonna cry in the car, nigga. You know how we give it up.
So that talking about crying in the car, man. I wanted to ask you this too, because I mean, I'm curious. We never had this conversation. Like, when did you lose your mom or your father or both? When did that happen?
I lost my mom in 2000. I lost my pops in 2009.
In 2009.
Yeah.
Also, I thought you lost your pops first. So okay, so your mother passed away first, and then your father. And I mean, after your father passed, what was that like for you, man? Like, now you have there's no parents available now. I mean, is there aunts? Is there uncles? Did you have a support system? Like, what were those days like? I'm just throwing this out here because I know you were heavier, and then you lost weight. You got in shape like crazy. Like, was the drinking about
like crazy?
Nah,
like nigga, not like crazy, nigga. I feel you.
But you were chubby at one point. Like, not chubby like how I was, but now I see you like you look like you're in shape. You look, like you're normal. You know what I'm saying?
Henny, bro.
Like, Henny was killing you.
That Henny kills you, bro. That's why we eat tequila out.
There's no carbs.
Yeah, it's agave, no sugar. So first lady out, shout to sis. She put me on that.
She put you on the tequila.
Word up. She started leaning out.
That's true, because you were drinking a lot of Henny, and then it went to tequila.
I fuck with tequila now. I'm like, why? I'm following you. You out here looking good as hell.
It's the one thing I do when on my Sundays. I have a little tequila, and it doesn't kill you.
Word.
But yeah, man. So like, what was the drinking numbing the pain?
Absolutely.
Can you talk about that?
Yo, it was just, you stay far out of touch with reality as possible, and it's like at the time. So with my mom, I was 19, 20. I was younger.
Right.
So I was immature, and niggas like, man, if my mother died, nigga, I'd be wild, nigga. We should just shoot some shit up. Like, nigga, this sounds stupid to, urban community brainwash you. Like,
exactly.
A reason to justify you doing some sucker shit. Like, so I almost give you the vibe like a gang initiation night. Like, that shit corny as hell. Like, shout out to all the niggas in the gang. I don't want no smoke. But but you feel me? Then like when my mom died, that was like, man, it's your mom, bro. Like, I came out of this lady. Like, this shit crazy. My mom died, my father in Northern State. So it was like, damn, I gotta go tell this nigga that his wife gone.
Wow, man. And he was oblivious to it till you told him. He had no idea.
Somebody told him. It wasn't me. But niggas in jail get shit before you get it. And you live around the corner.
Probably Skark's dad.
Wow.
Nah, I don't mean to make light of a situation like that. But yeah, but like, and
it was crazy, like my pops being so solid that he is like, yo, all right, well, funeral and shit. Like, I didn't know you had to pay for an inmate to come to like a funeral.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Don't they get like a furlough or whatever that?
No, but you still got to pay for like the officer, the security detail. So that shit like $2
What?
And my father like, nah, when I come home, just get me a car, and I don't want to go see the woman I love in the casket, then got to come back in this bitch. So I'm gonna just remember her how I last seen her. And I'm like, this nigga on some bullshit. But now that I'm older, I'm like,
yeah, you understand.
Yeah, I get it. That shit drive you crazy. Like,
ugh, I can't even imagine, brother.
Word up.
And then 2009,
when my pops died, I got the situation with Universal Motown, the end of '08. But
Oh
it's like,
wow, that was at the same time.
so you know when shit closed down.
Right.
So I'm talking to my manager, like, nigga, when the money coming, nigga? Where the wire at, nigga?
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
like, man, everything closed, bro. We gotta wait till open back up. So I'm like, this some bullshit. Like, it's Christmas, nigga. I was
Wow.
banking on this money.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, for real.
anyway, shit open back up. The wire come. It's like the end of January. I pull up on my pops and shit. Like, yeah, nigga, I had a white Cadillac. Nigga, this your shit. Blah blah blah. They took my license from me, man, because you know my pops was getting old. Like something was vision or he
Yeah.
had COPD.
What's that?
It's like a lung disease. Like so he's
Really?
real like short winded and he needed oxygen and.
Gotcha.
Then as a younger nigga, you know, he got the zipper because he got shot up when he was younger. So
Wow.
his inside just all fucked up. Then he
Damn.
chain smoking, just, you know,
Just
niggas from that
abusing
era.
his
Just,
body. Yeah, they're like my father. Just they're hard headed. They just
Well,
want to
just park the shit there. Let me look at it. Like, no, nigga. Like,
let me look at it.
but so I'm going to pull up on my pops. We chilling. He living in Chesilhurst, New Jersey. It's like
Where
way
is
South Jersey.
Chesil Hills?
Chesilhurst.
Chesil. I never heard of that.
Actually,
Wow.
Atlantic City nigga or Camden nigga. Like, yeah, nigga, we set up in the motels out there to get money. But every time I go see him, it's like, you know, the cars is getting crazier, the jury is getting shinier, and he's like, man, they ain't give you all that motherfucking money for rapping. That shit you be playing for me? I'm like, yeah, pop, like, nigga, it's about to be lit. Like,
Did
it's February. And then like March comes and I lose him. So like I'm like, I'm gonna take his name strip club or put him on a plane, take him on a trip. Like I had these ideas that, yeah, this is what I want to do with my pops, and I ain't get to do it.
But don't you feel good though that he was able to see you at your most shining moment? That you know you got the wire, you're signed to Motown, you're pulling up on him with different jewelry. Like he's seeing that his son is successful. I mean that has to bring some peace to your heart.
Nah, for sure. He knew I had like a decent head on my shoulders, but he had his highlights because you know my brother won a Super Bowl with the Redskins.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Look at
'cause
this. See,
he
again,
played
I don't
first.
watch football.
So like I remember my father and his boys at the Super Bowl. Like, yeah, that's my boy out there, and they got the ring. And I get my Redskin starter jacket and the Super Bowl seat cushion that he sat in. It's like I don't like football, but it's like, oh, this shit's cool. Like,
heck yeah. See, but I like baseball, so that's why I wouldn't even know that. But wow, so your father at least he went away knowing that his sons were doing good.
right, and
You
I'm
know
the
what I'm
youngest, so he got to see me at 24 years old. Like, all right, this nigga.
That's
Yeah,
a blessing,
he's
man.
solid.
Like, you know, he went away with that peace in his heart,
Right.
knowing that his sons are doing okay.
Right.
And then that brings me to my next question. Like now that you're a father,
Yeah.
and also you know now you have a newborn too, a year old, right?
Yep.
And your daughter's getting older. Like, what? Two-pronged question. What game do you give your daughter, knowing all the stuff you've done, bad or good, and what do you pray she does with the information you give her?
One of my bars be like, I pray she don't fall for a broke nigga that dress nice. But it ain't like game. It's just we just kick it. Like that's like my little sister, my broke best friend. You know what I'm
Ride or
saying?
die.
Like, yeah, it's like, yo, what you want to do when you graduate 8th grade? And it's like, and we should make up some shit. Like, I want to go to Atlanta. She like the Migos. Our favorite rappers is from Atlanta.
Really?
Like,
Yeah, you took her to the Migos concert.
let's go to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like, we go to the Martin Luther King joint. We're gonna get some medicine, and then we're gonna hit the Waffle Houses and all of the fly shit to eat at and whatever.
It's like
stay at a dope hotel, and then it's like when you know what I mean, one of these bitches dirty ass sons try to bag her, she ain't impressed by nothing. Like,
because her father gave her the game. Like you already you set up the blueprint for her.
And it ain't like, yeah, you know, my daddy be selling dope, and that's how we go do this. Like,
Exactly.
nah, none of that.
And you want her to live a better life than you had
And,
growing up.
yep, baby girl been on the honor roll since 4th grade. She's a senior in high school now.
Wow. Oh my God. I remember when she was a baby. Like literally you had did you have her in a video one time?
I did.
Yeah. That's why I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, she's about to be oh my God.
Yeah, she drive to school. It's crazy.
Really?
We old niggas, man. Like,
We're refined.
yeah.
I don't want to say, we're refined.
We're vintage.
You know? But that must make you feel so proud, right? Because where we grew up from, it wasn't like that. Like you're really like a positive male role model in your daughter's life. I mean, that must be a great feeling, man.
She hate like when niggas from her school like pull up on her and they like have like a video or a song of mine playing, like, yo, this your pops?
She says, don't put that away.
She just be like, really? Like,
she's not impressed.
or like we go somewhere, like we had to get new phones. So like we get in the phones, she's like, all right, yeah, my balls. Are you related to Todd? So she goes, that's his brother. Like,
That's how she says it.
so that's your uncle? really? Cool. And she just be like, she so don't care. Like, bro, this shit is so corny. Like,
Dude, that
you
is
see, I rotate her ticket. Like, you
yeah.
wanna go to your uncle games? Like, I'm cool. I'll just text him. Like, all right.
It's like normal life for her now, man. Right?
All right.
No, but dude, I mean, I'm being serious. Like after going through what you as a youth and with the trauma and obviously like all the the setbacks, the trials, the tribulations. I don't mean to play off the album, but
Yeah, that's just what it was. I don't even feel like it was like trauma. I just feel like it was normal. And now I'm realizing like, oh, this shit is trauma.
Well,
like, I didn't know why the bottom of our spoons was burnt when I eat cereal.
wow.
So when I get older, it's like, oh shit, you little dirty ass. Like now I get why.
You see all that now.
Yeah, but as a kid, it's just like I go to my house, spoon look the same way.
Wow. So we were again so naive to like what was actually going around and what was hanging around you.
Right.
And now you up and now you're grown and you're like, man, I came from that. You know what I mean? Now, do you feel like you got trauma in you that needs to come out, or you feel like the music is enough for your therapy?
I feel like I need to move away because I live far from where I'm from, but it's not far enough.
Not far
Still
enough.
bump into niggas randomly sometimes. Like,
right.
What is you doing out here? Like,
it feels weird,
like
right?
Man. Y'all niggas everywhere, man.
I saw somebody, bro. I was in Middletown, which is probably like 20 minutes from where I live, and I saw like a heroin addict from Elizabeth, and I'm like, what do you? I felt uncomfortable. Yeah. I'm like, what are you doing here, dude? Like, this is Middletown. Like, seriously, what are you doing out here? Like, I thought I was in Elizabeth for a minute, and not to poo-poo Elizabeth because it made us who we are.
Right.
But unfortunately, I don't even like to bring it up. You know what I mean? Do you feel that way? My hood is dangerous and corny.
Yeah, I feel that way.
And it's not like we're being like bougie. It's more just like growth, right? Like, you don't want to. I mean, do you want to take your daughter to Elizabeth and see where you grew up at?
Nah, we cool.
You don't want to do that, right? Like, there's nothing to go back there for.
So, I don't go back there, but I invite niggas to come where I'm at.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of little cousins and shit, and I'm not going to chill on the block with y'all niggas and y'all ops come through and my dumb ass out there with y'all. Now I'm in the jam.
No.
Like,
you're too grown for that.
Yeah,
man.
But I tell them niggas to come where I'm at. Yo, nigga, I gotta go to Atlanta for such and such. Get a ticket. Come with me. Like, and we go out there, have a good time. We eat, be in the hotel, and I get them niggas game in their face and like, yo, bro, man, what you doing out there? Like, cause when niggas get locked up, yo, cuz you got J-Pay on your phone? Nigga, I'm not in the set. I ain't the homies. Fuck is you bothering me for?
I forgot about J-Pay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Leave me alone, nigga. Like,
wow.
But these are my little cousins and I love them, so I won't do them like that. But I just try to put it in their face like, yo, you see how you getting on my nerves? Like, you see my life and what I got going on, and now you want to be another burden? What the niggas you was sliding with? Why the fuck is you asking me, do I got J-Pay, nigga? Like,
yeah, it's true. It's like you went through it, now you got to figure it out with your boys, not with me.
Right.
I gave you the game, you just didn't take it. You know what I mean? But
so,
man,
like, that's it. Instead of going to the hood, you bring the niggas that you fuck with to where you at. Not your crib, but like, yo, nigga, I got a studio session. It's in Piscataway behind a record stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And niggas pull up. We gonna drink, make a record, have a good time. It's like, all right, cool. It's a neutral ground. I'm safe, they safe. It's love.
No beef, no drama, no.
We gonna DoorDash a bunch of shit, get some bottles, and everybody have a good time. It's like, you know what? I think I could rap. I was at the studio with bro the other night. He made that shit look mad easy. We was eating and shit. Like,
they think it's that easy, right?
And then, hey, it might work for them.
Yeah.
Even if it don't, just give you something else to do with your time.
Well, you're giving them the motivation.
Yep.
And, I mean, we talked about a lot tonight, man, but the one thing I want to hone on is your success story.
Yeah.
How you just talked about eating cereal with burnt spoons.
Right.
Pops locked up in jail with Skark's pops. The trauma of losing your mother, your father. How did your sister get in a wheelchair, if you don't mind me asking?
She got a disease called multiple sclerosis.
Oh, multiple sclerosis. Yeah, I heard of that, man.
And she like fell and broke her ankle in 2001. And because of that disease, the shit still broke.
Jesus, man. And she's still in Elizabeth, or you still go visit her and everything? And
I don't know. Niggas might watch this podcast and like, well, he be going to see his sister. Fuck her. I don't go see her ass never. Like,
yo, but seriously, is it still like that though, man? Like,
yo, I don't know what's like what, man, because I stay out the way. But like I told you, like, Yo, that nigga brother got a field named after him on Front Street. If we kidnap him, it's gonna be some dumb niggas with a taped up 38. Like, yo.
But it's sad that people still think like that. Like, we want to rob this person. We want to do harm to this person. You know what I mean? Like,
niggas don't want to harm you, but they will because they so scared that if this shit. You ever watch when Sammy the Bull talk about the Paul Castellano hit?
Yeah.
And when he got the crew together, like, nigga, this is a do or die mission. Like, if we don't do this shit, we dying. So we can't. That's how niggas be feeling. Like, we gonna try to catch bro slipping, but if this shit go wrong, nigga, it's our ass. So I try not to even put them in that predicament. I stay out the way.
Stay out the way. Exactly. And live a clear, conscious life. Remember where you came from. Give game to whoever you can give game to. And
I
just
got a bar where I said low keys how I be. Hoes from my hood only see me on IG. And I'm probably block a few after the night.
Oh, man. What's next for you, man, as far as music?
Yo, so my birthday's November and shit. It's like
we're Scorpios.
Yes, sir.
My birthday's next month, too.
Yeah, nigga, it's my Scorpio brother over here.
You're like November 26th, like mad far.
Yeah, 21st.
21st. Yeah. I'm the second. I'm like in the beginning.
And that sounds like to put music out for my birthday. That'd be my gift to myself.
So that's going to be, is there a new album? Are we breaking this live on I'm an Artist, Not a Salesman podcast?
Hey, man. Yeah. More experience than money.
More experience than money. I like it.
Yeah,
that's the title.
Yes, sir.
Album's done?
Pretty much. But got to mix it.
Okay. Well, you got to get on it, man. Let's go. Oh, we didn't even talk about Trappers and Scammers. I want to talk about that real quick. But so album's done. 12 tracks.
I don't know how many. Probably 10.
10?
Yeah.
Short is sweet, right? All these young kids are doing like 50 records.
Yeah, nah, we sweet. In and out.
Short and sweet. All right. And what's the overall basis of the album? Because I don't know how you're gonna top this one.
It's this convo.
Is this convo here?
Me and you both, nigga. When I leave the game, nigga, I'm gonna leave with more experience than money. And
I like that.
I ain't got no money to give you, but I could give you some jewels.
Game.
You know what I mean? Give you a lot of game. I had no big homie, no blueprint, nobody like, yo, this how you gotta do it. Like, none of that. All this shit was like, who from where we from did what I did.
You're right.
You know
I told you, I was telling you before we started filming, you were carrying that torch.
It's like,
you know,
Young Thug get on, he could call 2 Chainz or T.I. or I had nobody to call, nobody to ask for advice.
You learned on the job.
That's it.
You learned on the job. And let me ask you this, right? I know we got to wrap it up soon, but I wanted to ask you a couple more questions. What would you tell the young 19-year-old that's living in like public housing in Elizabeth right now and wants to be a rapper?
How did the first deal happen? So I would tell a nigga, like, if you want to be a rapper, you gotta be a rapper. Niggas be wanting to be gangsters and rappers. Like, you gotta be one or the other.
Right. Because
that was my freedom. Like, niggas know where I come from and all that shit. But when I start rapping, it's like, nigga, I'm outside as a rapper. Like, nigga, it's $30,000 around my neck, 20 on my watch, no roof on the foreign, nigga, and we wherever. Like, we had Jersey girls, we had Cinderellas, we in the trenches, like,
yeah.
Me and my niggas ain't
sinners,
all that. You know what I'm saying? I've never had a problem. Ain't nobody tried to press me, nobody tried to extort me, no, because niggas respected me. Like, yo, little bro from the soil. I watched him grow up. I know how them niggas get down, and not like I know how them niggas get down. They murderers. Just nah, them niggas solid. They play by the rules. They ain't run off on the plug. He ain't do no fuck nigga shit to nobody. So we riding with him.
Word.
And man, I remember I was doing a show at All Star.
All Star Club Cachet.
Right. God bless his dead, my nigga Cheek. I'm rhyming, and there's some niggas in the front talking stupid, and they from out of town. You know, niggas from the city not doing that. Shout out to Irvington niggas. I think they from Irvington. That's this county be a little off the hook, but I love y'all niggas. But bro just pulled the strap out on the stage next to me, like, nah, bro, do your shit. And I'm just like, yeah, this is a little uncomfortable. Like,
for
First
real,
Lady
like...
L looking at me like, hey, yo, bro, what the fuck? And I'm just like, yo, my city love me, bro. Like, but at the same time, I'm a trophy. Like, nigga ain't gonna just do me dirty on Broad Street. But when nigga just catch me somewhere by myself,
it's over.
And nobody could find out.
Yeah,
it might go down.
Sheesh, man. And that's going to Wiz's point. How did you get that first deal with Dwayne Wade?
Shout out to my brother Cuban J, man. You know Jay.
Cuban J. Oh yeah, you were with him the other day. What, Nori's wedding?
Yeah, you see, all my circle's still the same. All the familiar faces around. But,
wow, so Cuban J set that up. He's the barber.
Right.
Yeah.
He's working at Gifted Cutters on Washington Ave.
Yes, he gave me my first haircut, asking me why I'm sweating so much. And look, I'm still sweating a lot.
But he moved to Miami. He working in Alonzo Morning Shop. You know,
wow.
Yo, bro, you got some new shit? I hit him with the new shit. He in the shop playing it. Young nigga from Marquette come there to get a cut. Come back, get a cut. Third time, like, yo, bro, you always playing this nigga. Who that? It's the nigga from my hood, man. He got shit on fire around where I'm from. Yo, I fuck with this shit. I can have it. Or however the situation transpired, he called me like, yo, this cut nigga D Wade, he fucking with some music shit. He want to fuck with you. I like basketball, but I don't watch college. Like,
you don't like sports, bro.
I don't know what Marquette is, nigga. Like, hey, nigga from Marquette. Like, that's projects. Like, but nah, he set the meeting up and shit. We went down there, just kicked it. It was really his man Marcus, but D was the face of the shit. So we was like, oh yeah, you signed to D Wade, but I wasn't signed to D Wade. I signed to Marcus, and I felt like I want to say this on this podcast,
please,
because he don't be getting his just due. And, you know, you go through your friction with niggas, trials, tribulations,
and celebrations.
Celebrate my nigga. It was because of him that
all this happened.
All that shit unfolded. But D played his part. Like, I remember I was
D the bank?
D was whatever.
Or was he the face?
He was whatever.
Was it D3Z?
M3Z.
Yeah. Was that his company?
That was Marcus' company.
That was Marcus, but Dwayne Wade was pushing the brand. He
was just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you and Clapton. I don't know y'all business, but it's if it's Clapton shit, it's your shit.
Yeah, exactly. Got you.
Clapton might tell niggas he got a fence company.
Got you. I see what you're saying.
You know
I see what you're saying.
But he know he the face, so it's like, yo, bro, what you need? Like, take the Bentley to the store, take that bitch out in the Maybach. Like, yo, you about to go to Elizabeth? How long you gonna be there? Like, all right, what's your account? Give you 5,000. Like, this shit D would do. Like,
wow.
All right, nigga. All right. You know, if you feel me, like,
that's dope, man. You still good with D today?
I'm good with everybody.
Good with everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my energy. I don't get on his fucking nerves. So if I hit the niggas, yo, bro, what's up?
Yo, like, man. Just like checking, yo, Dwayne, what's up, man? How's everything? How's vacation in Mexico?
No, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. Hey, happy Father's Day, nigga. Like, this, that, third. Hey, yo, bro, I heard that new shit hard. Like, dope, short and sweet. Not like,
yeah, it's still the communication line is open.
Yo, what Gabrielle cooked last night? Yo, she cooked or y'all got a chef? Like, man, ain't none of my business. Like,
but you always been that type of person. You don't abuse the relationship.
Right.
I remember one time, I forgot where we were at, but you said to me, Lou, it's always important to send happy birthday messages. You said that to me one time.
Might miss everything else, but
happy birthday.
I put niggas' birthdays on my calendar now. Like,
where's mine?
In the morning, that shit going, like, oh shit. Came from Tampa birthday. Like,
hey, you
what up, my nigga? Happy born day. Like, damn. Everybody might forget. Now you look like the fucking hero because I kill a nigga for Lou, man. Nigga tell happy birthday.
Nah, because you touched the heart with that. You know, my father always tells me, always ask somebody, how's the family?
I just feel like your birthday is the most important day on the calendar. Because it's going to be a day on the calendar you ain't going to be here for it no more. You ain't going to be
up for it. Man, I feel like we just went on a roller coaster, brother.
But yeah, that's how the shit came up. You know, Marcus and D just was, I ain't gonna say he was the bank. He was just whatever he had to be for his nigga.
Was he the connections? Like, yo, I'm gonna call Khaled, get you on a mixtape.
Nah, man, I ran into Khaled. So we had the Flash Crew. My nigga TC created the Flash Crew. D liked it. Cool. We got chains. FC.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was little.
Yeah. You had the big white tees.
Right. So one day, it's me, Corey Guns, and we on a casino floor of the Palms. The security, whoever, they tripping because at the time Corey Guns probably like 17. He ain't old enough to be on the casino floor. It's Godfather Shaq though. Yeah, Shaq come over there like, nah, it's blah 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 blah. Shaq grabbed my chain like, oh, this shit is cute.
Shaquille O'Neal,
big ass hand with the little flash.
Yeah, I remember the flash. Yeah.
I tell D this story and shit. We laugh about it. He gives me the big one. Like, huh, nigga, take that one. And then you start seeing me with the big one. Like, this shit look like a
little
the big one looked like a 12 Pro Max, nigga. Like,
what?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember that. No, you always had different chains, but I know I remember when you were wearing the chain, the flash chain.
And that chain used to get me because at the time he did a GQ magazine interview, and he in there getting out the pool, and he got the big FC chain on. So I don't watch GQ, but I guess a lot of people do. So when you see that chain, it's like, hey, you know Dwayne? Like, yeah, it's homie, whatever. So now I go in Mansion, Privé, all these spots for free.
Building those relationships too.
Send the DJ something.
Yeah.
Go show love. You walk up on a nigga with this chain on and showing love, it's like, they appreciate it. I see Khaled. He's like, yo, you what's up with D? I'm like, you chilling? Like, I need that nigga on the show, because Khaled on 99 Jams.
Was this we taking over Khaled or before?
Before. Okay. It's 99 Jams. Him and K Fox.
K Fox. Wow. Yeah. That's your homegirl. Yeah.
I'm telling D, Khaled wants you on the show. D like, for what? Nigga, I play basketball. What the fuck I'm going to the radio station for? Ask Khaled, get the nigga up here if you host his mixtape for me. I tell D, yo, he said he'll host a mixtape for me if you come up there. See how you finesse the situation?
Absolutely, yeah. One hand wash the other. I get it. Yeah, that's how it was. I understand. Trust me, I know the game, man.
D go do the interview. Khaled hosts a mixtape. That's how that shit happened.
You tell me that, right? But I want to go back to that Motown moment. What happened with that deal? Because I remember you were telling me, you had the Jamie Foxx record, you had the Wyclef record. What was it? What was an issue with the label? Was it an issue with the team they put around you? What was it? A A&R mistake?
Nah.
Was it a marketing issue? What was the problem?
So Melky was my manager when I was
Melky Jean?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got this record. I think your brother would be crazy on it. So she put that play together.
I remember that record.
That was for my project on M3Z.
Okay.
I'm still living in Miami with that.
Gotcha.
Fast forward, those records, I just used them as a demo for the Motown shit. So my nigga Danny at the time, he's managing Rico Love.
Rico Love, yes.
And he's managing Jim Johnson.
Oh, that's right. That's when Lollipop was hot.
They got the billboard looking stupid.
Yeah.
Lollipop.
Jim Johnson was killing it.
Sweet Dream, Beautiful Nightmare, Kelly Rowland, Motivation. Like, they on the chart, body and shit.
Yeah.
So Sylvia signed me before she never even met me.
Sylvia Rome?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She never even heard
I never knew this.
She never even heard a song of mine.
She signed you off the strength.
Just because Danny, like, yo, I'm fucking with this kid from Jersey, blah, blah. He used to fuck with D Wade, but now I want him. Because of, he got Rico, he got Jim. Like, you the golden child, nigga, whatever you fucking with, I want it.
Yeah, he was.
And then he like, yo, but we could go meet with Craig Cowman on Tuesday. I'm like,
Craig Cowman.
And he like, but I think we had more creative control with Sylvia. So you want more money or you want the creative control? And I was like, I take the creative control. And then I didn't have creative control. He was like, yo, bro, you got to chill on the mixtapes, bro. Yo, you and your man got to slow down on the videos. Like, what?
Really?
Nigga, we outside. Nigga, like.
But why? The whole point is to promote your brand so you can become, valuable to them. Why would they stop you?
I guess it's just like the time and place that the industry was in at that time. But so fast forward.
Hell of a Life.
Hell of a Life comes about. I do like, I don't know how many days, but I just do like mad days locked in, me and Rico.
Yeah.
And we just every day in the studio every day. And then he's playing me other shit, like he playing like a Mario record, a Trey Songz record, like just shit he's writing.
Right.
And he plays the Hell of a Life joint.
Which I like that record, but go ahead.
I hate that record.
What?
I'm gonna tell you why. So he played me that record. He's like, yo, this would be a dope record for you. So he mutes the verses and he just leaves the hook. And he's like, yo, you do your thing. So when I lock in with Rico, we would have no liquor. I would have no homies. It's just me, Rico, and the engineer. Rico's a cool guy, but I need my niggas around. I need the team. Like,
you need the energy.
Yeah, I need the energy, nigga. Yeah. I need something to drink. We got to get in the mood.
Like, Scar's got to be filming it.
Yeah,
it's got to be a vibe.
It's 1:15 p.m. Like,
PM?
PM. Like,
I've never recorded. I think I recorded once in the daytime.
Right. So I'm just like, this shit is mad.
So you weren't in your bag.
So like, I'm like, all right, I know how to rap. You know how it is. Like, you could write a rap or you could be in your bag. I just wrote a rap. Like, all right, cool, right.
You weren't passionate about it.
I laid it, and I was like, yo, we'll link back up, and because let's do the paperwork on it. Like, DJ Toomp produced it. Rico wrote it, but we still got to pay Jamie because he going to be on it. All right, Jamie 150. Cool. Toomp 150.
Well, Jamie wanted 150 grand.
He won 50 grand for the feature.
50 grand for the feature. This is Jamie, Kanye West, Slow Jams Jamie, or after?
This is, she takes my money
Okay, so we're talking. Okay, this is after Slow Jams. Okay,
so he won 50. DJ Toomp is what you know about that, and all the T.I.
Yes, wow, he was blowing up at that time. Yes, Dad, you had a super team, bro.
So that's $100,000 song.
Woof.
At the time, it's only $350 left in my budget.
Off the 100,000, wow.
So we got to still do marketing.
You got to shoot a
video. So that's gonna leave me with $250 if we do this one song.
Did you believe in the song?
No.
So why did they? But did they release it? Did they not? Did they go into mixing and mastering?
So Sylvia, like, she believes in the vision because it looks good on paper. Like, oh, all right, Money Malc featuring Jamie Foxx, produced by DJ Toomp. Like, nigga, this shit gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
She like, yo, bro, I'm gonna give you 50 out of my pocket.
Sylvia said this.
Right.
Okay.
So it's like, all right, cool. So now I'm still have 300 left to bust moves.
Yes.
They merged Motown into Republic.
New management.
So it like dissolved Motown.
Yeah.
So Sylvia's not there
Sylvia's not there anymore. And they
right.
Whoever was new in charge, what happened?
So now they going through the Melanie Fiona, I don't know. Nelly, he ain't cool. Glasses Malone, I don't know who that is. So they get rid of all of the urban shit.
Yeah.
They just keep Cash Money because this is a self-contained machine.
Exactly. They're already making money for the label.
Money Malc shit. We got something with Jamie Foxx. All right, let's put it on iTunes and see what it do. Shit ain't really mixed right. Shit just like a reference.
It didn't have your stamp on it.
Yeah, ain't no marketing dollars behind it or nothing. Like, then what happens after that? I get lawyer paperwork from DJ Toomp lawyer. Cause I guess Jamie got his fee.
It was released and
Toomp ain't never get paid. And it's funny cause like, anyway, that's how that record
But that's
came out,
grimy because like, why are you gonna release the record with no buzz behind it? And then you still gotta pay Toomp. You still gotta pay Jamie.
But this was a Sylvia passion project. And she not there no more. So now like
whoever took the realms over at the label
Lipman
was just
brothers,
like,
it's just like, we had, nigga. We worrying about Katy Perry and this little rap shit y'all got doing. Make a couple dollars, but put that shit on iTunes and see what it
is. It's a tax write-off. They looking at it like, all right, let's just pay the bills or whatever. But it's your project. You know? And then
really it's their project. And that's why when I got out that deal, I changed my name to $sign Malc. Because they still own my name for 5 more years.
Are you kidding me?
Website, everything. Like, yeah.
Wow.
But in return, it's like, my contract stipulation was, if his first album never comes out, you still have to give him the advance for the second album. And then they counter was, well, we won't give him the second advance, and he don't have to recoup the first advance.
I see what you're saying.
So it was like a finesse fest. It was like a finesse,
yeah, exactly. It's you could get
it's
lost
like playing
in
blackjack and it's like, draw. Like,
draw, exactly.
Cool. Like,
man.
We don't give refunds anyway, nigga.
But it just annoys me, man, because that was the precipice. You were right there. And it just took the heads of the labels or, the changing of the guards that kind of, lost it in the shuffle.
And I try to do shit backwards because you come in at the top. Like Sylvia signed me. I never met an A&R, none of that shit.
You were like VIP.
So I would go to the label and like, shout out to my girl Bianca Moore. Like she's like running the digital department. Like, sis, let's go to lunch. I want to know you. Like,
yeah,
like,
that's your team.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, who? She's like, you need to fuck with Rap and Big D the Weatherman. Like, where them niggas office at?
Big D the Weatherman. Yeah,
go to Big D office, kicking with him, just vibing with niggas. His man Rap becomes, at this time, the Ciroc Boys is coming up. Yes. So Rap see I fuck with Big Prav, I fuck with First Lady L. I was like, yo, you be in them clubs in Jersey? He like, yo, I got this idea. I'm a Ciroc boy, got the card. Wherever you at, I'm gonna just pull up, get mad bottles of Ciroc, make your section look crazy. Let them play the record. I said, oh, this is genius. Like,
duh.
I'm not spending $1, but it looked like we fucking up. You know what I mean?
It's that's what the music business is. You got to create that illusion, man.
Yeah.
You got to create what it is to make those, make those dollars come in.
And then I start feeling more comfortable. Like, look, these the records that. Because Jim Johnson and Rico was my executive producers.
Yeah, I remember you telling me. Yeah.
So then I would go to Big D and like, but listen to this shit, and I play shit that I'm not getting from them niggas, and he like, nigga, why we not pushing this shit? And I'm like, I'm following what these niggas said do. Like,
do you think it was because you weren't a seasoned artist and they were just like, you know what, you're gonna listen to everything we say? Like, how would you have done it differently if you could have gone back in time and revisit that situation?
I think the niggas were just having so much success that it could have been a tad bit of arrogance and like, nigga, whatever we do gonna chart. So just follow the lead. And I'm like, all right, like I had no blueprint. I had no big homie to give me
You didn't have
advice.
nobody giving you the game. Yeah. Do you feel like it was a money play on their end? Like, oh, we're just gonna get the bread and the song does what it does.
I didn't feel like that until like 5 months ago. I just happened to like start combing through my ass cap, and I'm seeing songs because I'm fucking with these niggas. Now I got a publishing deal at Sony ATV. That was another bag. I'm like,
Snatch it.
this is great. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. Yeah.
New car time. Let's go.
That's absolutely.
But when I'm combing through my ass cap, I know the songs I did, but I don't have them. Like, we just lock in at like Jungle City 2 nights in a row. We go to Sue's Rendezvous, go to the studio. But my nigga Danny and them niggas had them songs. So now when I'm looking at my ass cap shit, I'm like, nigga, like Fire. That's a song like Ray J on the hook and shit.
I remember
don't
that.
even have that song.
I remember that.
How the
song
fuck
title.
is this on my ass cap? Then I'll look at the dates. 18 songs all published on the same day. I said, oh, these niggas fulfilled the publishing agreement like I turned my album in.
Grimy, man. Yeah. Because it. Oh, man.
Like,
so
but like, what can you do, man? Charge it to the game.
Yeah, because, again, you were just a young artist, hungry. You wanted the fame. You wanted the recognition. But we don't realize how much business goes behind the scenes.
I ain't really want the fame. I just wanted to talk my shit on a major platform. Like,
but who you didn't have your management? What was her name again? Wyclef's sister.
So she wasn't my management for the Universal situation. Just when I was in Miami fucking with Dwayne and them, she came on as my manager.
But there wasn't no.
And that contract was terrible.
But there wasn't no there wasn't no like conciliere. Nobody in your corner that was like, "Yo, Mal, you wildin'."
Nah, not really.
So it was just you dolo.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Melky's husband used to be like, yo, bro, invest in yourself. Like, let's start our own campaign and telling me how I should spend the money.
Yeah.
Breitland's popping, nigga. I want one of those. You know what I'm saying?
So do you think it was more vanity on your end? Like, let me just get the fly stuff. And we'll figure out the investment later.
It was more so of like
my question is, do you blame yourself or the label?
Blame myself.
Okay.
It's like, I rap. I could rap every day. It's like selling drugs.
Yeah.
You look at it as free money.
Yeah.
And this run's never gonna stop.
Yeah.
You don't be thinking about, the feds can hit this shit. Like, what, nigga? We on top, nigga. We popping bottles. We driving verts, nigga. We flying out. And then it's like, they froze my account. Can they do that? What do you mean? Like, somebody get Monty Littman on the phone. Like, and it's like, that was the reconstruction of shit. Like, bro, still a couple $100,000 left in my fucking budget. What do you mean it's froze?
Because it's like they squeeze everything out of you and then they leave you out to dry.
But it's not personal because you don't know
it's
them
business.
Niggas.
It's a learning experience. So it's like when is enough when is enough enough? When is it like stop the bleeding? I'm just gonna worry about myself because they're just looking at you like a dollar sign.
It's all about your team, though. It's all about your team. Cause like I ain't have a team. I believe there's power in numbers. So I have 30 niggas with Skrilla Squad shirts on, and we go somewhere. It look like it's 800 niggas. Yeah, it's only 27.
Oh, you guys were going hard with that. I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? So like that was the illusion of power and numbers. Yo, this the uniform. Like, oh, Lou Roland. Oh, Lou, that's your cousin Kev. He from San Diego. Tell him put a shirt on. Yeah, we mobbing. Like,
and that was the beauty of it, man. Like, even though it worked out the way it worked out, I mean, you had a hell of a run.
I tell y'all niggas, have fun, bro. We used to be at Abyss, Deco Lounge, passing out CDs.
What about Deco Lounge?
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I tell you, we on South Street, niggas, 12 degrees outside. Somebody at the TLA, I don't know who, but we outside that motherfucker with CDs. Like, it was fun.
It was fun, bro. It was fun. I mean, even remember you talk about the video shoot with me with the pink polo. That was fun. That was all this shit is for the fun, bro. It was fun. You look back at it and you're like, wow, like we enjoyed our youth. We enjoyed our time.
This sitting here kicking it with you is fun.
This is fun. I was looking forward to this all day.
Yo, I don't be doing nothing that's work. Like, I gotta go to the studio. Like, nigga, I do fun. Videos. That's a reason to get my niggas together. We gonna get some bottles and have fun. Like, this nigga be laughing. So hold up, cut. Wait, like we laughing. Like, then I All right, you finished? All right, let me look tough, right? You ready? Action. Like, yeah, nigga, fuck y'all nigga. Yo, hold on, hold on. Like, it'd be fun, bro. Like,
it's
I
true,
swear to
man.
God.
Let me ask you this, right? You feel like there's life after rap, like as far as managing artists? Or being somehow embedded in the music industry in
I
some
don't have
way,
the
shape, or
patience
form.
for niggas that no, yeah, I know. So I can't fuck with a lot of rappers, but like I'll make reference songs and I give
Right.
them to people like, yo, see if your artist won't fuck with this joint. If he don't like the verses, he can have the hook. If he don't like the hook, he can have the beat because everything's in house.
I see what you're saying.
Like I wrote some songs for niggas and then they hit me with the budget. They pay me. All right. He need a video? Who you think doing the video? Bro, we going to Atlanta. We're going to do the video. Like, how you think we should spend the budget? Man, fuck it. That's it.
So do you feel like there's more passion in you besides just rapping? Like, do you like to paint?
Nah, man.
like, is there anything else besides like rapping and putting words together that you have a passion for?
I would say it ain't even rapping. It's just this hip hop culture.
Story.
Whether it's
the culture.
Yeah.
Trappers and Scammers. What's that about? Tell me about that. I want that.
I just got a record called I Put On. And in a hook and be like, I do this for the trappers and the scammers. Put on for the bartenders and the dancers. And my nigga just made a logo and was like, yo, bro, shout out to my nigga Shabu God. He's like, yo, bro, I just made this for you. And I'm like, yo, this shit cool. Like, I'm put this on the shirt. And then niggas like, yo, that shirt dope. I want one. And then like, you know what? Let's make a little website.
Chain reaction.
Right.
Man.
And then like the George Floyd thing happened. I'm like, man, I be hearing Meek say he talked to Robert Kraft and tell him like it's two sides of America.
Dark side of America.
It's like, yeah, the other side of
America.
America.
Other side of America, yeah.
You know what? Put that shit on the shirt. Niggas was buying it.
It's crazy you said. I mean, not the energy, but you kind of give me that Meek Mill vibe where it's like you're the spokesman for the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you've been there, and you have a very articulate viewpoint of what that's like. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't see yourself being in a political situation or giving back to the community. Or
I'm not that mature yet. But nah,
mad real.
Word. But you know,
I see that in you, man.
Do a lot of shit.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like, and really, my sister-in-law do a lot of shit, and she's like, "Yo, bro, come on, we going to Elizabeth High. We're gonna get him 25,000 this year, and then we go the next year and do it again. Then the next year and do it again.
It's in your bloodline.
And then it's like, all right, so it's like I'm not directly doing it, but that's big bro money.
Yeah.
But he don't want the newspaper there. He don't want media. He don't want a shout out for it. He probably mad that I'm saying it now. But it's like, nigga, this for the kids. This not for like, yo, look, we got the truck out here giving out turkeys and it's 40 cameras. Look, we giving back. Like, he don't move like that.
It comes from the heart.
Yeah.
It comes from the heart. And you got it in you because you have that influence. Like, I've noticed since I've known you, like, you know how to influence people. You don't see yourself in a position of that one day where you're just giving back to the community or talking to young children. Like, I went to Newark, like, maybe a year and a half ago, and I talked to a class of 12 kids that had no father figures. And even if I touched one of their lives to change for the better, it made me feel good. Like, you know what? I was able to share my story and now they feel better about, you know, doing what they got to do in their life to get ahead. Like, you don't see yourself doing like philanthropy or anything like that?
I'm not mature enough. Niggas get on my nerves quick. But I could fuck with niggas that I fuck with. Like, I know we about to wrap up. I could kick it with you all night.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't kick it with strangers because niggas be feeling like they got a point to prove or they don't want to like let their wall down. Like,
it's the Scorpio in us, bro.
Don't tell me all your war stories. And like, I don't care. Like, cause you know me and the homie slid on them niggas. I don't even care, bro. Like, we here for something else. And if we there for the same thing, I'll be there all night. Until then, I ain't wasting my time, bro.
Hey, man, I think we wrapped it up with that right there. I just want to ask you one last question.
What's up?
And we're going to wrap this up. What is the future for Malk? What's in the horizon for you besides the new album?
I say it in a couple verses, man. I'm struggling with who I am and who I want to be. And that's that. So that's just a never-ending process until it's over. Whether, you know what I mean, I'll be trying to read more, try to eat better, just try to be a better person, be more intentional about shit. But it's still certain ethics that I was raised on that I stand on, and it might be immature or it might be like outdated, but it's just like, nah, we ain't doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. You're a good person, brother. You're a good person. You have a good
I
heart.
respect your opinion. It's probably people that be like,
real talk. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, if I never ever told you, I hate to say the word flowers. Everybody's making that it's like a trendy thing now. It's like in vogue. But what I mean is, like, you're really genuinely a good person, man. I feel like you are meant to do something more than just music in this world, and I feel like that calling's gonna happen for you.
hey man, hopefully
You know
I
what I'm
figure
saying?
it out.
And it's gonna happen, bro. I feel it. I feel like the turn is coming. But I feel like you still got a little bit more to do on your own. But I feel like that turn is coming where you're gonna come full circle. And adding to what you said about that lyric, I'm struggling with who I am and who I want to be.
Right.
I feel like you're gonna solve that puzzle, and I feel like what's gonna happen in your life next is gonna be super blessings that you never even thought would happen, man. That's from a friend to a friend telling you that, brother. Real talk, man. Yo, real talk. Thank you so much, Malk, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate you, brother. It was like a 6-year hiatus, but we made it. We're here. We chopped it up, and I wish you nothing but love, blessings, and success.
Appreciate you.
Not just on your next project, but on everything you do in life, man. So with that said, we're gonna wrap it up. I Am an Artist, Not a Salesman podcast. Episode 5 is a wrap. Make sure you check Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I Am an Artist, Not a Salesman podcast. Search it, like it, subscribe it, rate it. Make sure it's 5 stars. And definitely support us on YouTube as well with the same name. I'm an Artist, Not a Salesman podcast. We will see you next time with episode 6. Peace and love. We are out.
Tell you my problems, brag about success. You're always there when I'm down and I'm stressed. My mind is a thought away. I'll be in outer space. Sometimes it's just a throwaway, but either way, I never go away. Through rejections and comments suggested, you stay manifested. I never lose a step. I gain about 50. I break through the wall steadily and quite swiftly. You can't break my spirit.